Hi everyone, today I received this radio. It has a power problem. I don't know whether it has other problems or not, but initially it has a power problem. This is called the Azan radio. It is national, okay, a Japanese product. It was only sold in Islamic countries. So anyway, I'll just open it and see what's wrong with it. Let's fix the power problem first, and then we'll see whether there are other problems or not. Now I've opened it. I found out that the indicator is broken. Okay, and the socket is not stable. And this is a factory fault really, because I found it in all models. The very same problem. The speaker is disconnected. So anyway, I'll just fix the socket, the first thing. This is most probably why there's no power, because the socket is not really fixed, you see. So after that I'll reconnect the speaker and see. Now I've resoldered the mains, but I'm afraid there's no sound coming out. There's nothing at all. It might be the volume control. There's something wrong with the volume control. I don't know yet. ما أعرفش. Yeah, there's power. This variable capacitor doesn't look right. Here I found one. I can replace it with this one, but I'm afraid this one is 2 bands, not only 1 band. I'm looking for a 1 band variable capacitor. This is another one, but this is also 2 bands. 2 bands. This is 2 bands. 2 bands. This is 3 bands. Great, I found the same board, and it has the same variable capacitor, 1 band. You see, it is the same. Here it is, the same board. Okay, but it might have a factory fault, so the variable capacitor might not work. Anyway, I'll test it and see. Later. Okay, it is okay. We have to wind, then test whether there's short or not. There is no short. It is not shorted. But I'm afraid it doesn't look right. I'm afraid this variable capacitor will not do, because as you see, the mica is broken. The mica between the plates, the insulating material between the plates is broken, so it will not work. It is not shorted, but it will have a very short life, so this one will not work. Okay, and now we'll look for a replacement with a long shaft like this one. All this will not work because they have short shaft, and the radio we have has a long shaft, so this one will do. Now let's replace it and see. You see, how can we test a variable capacitor? You adjust your voltmeter to the buzzer, and you test it. As you can hear, it is shorted. It has to be replaced. صعبة شوية. نحتاج ده. Now I've removed this plastic part to give me room to work, but I'm afraid the capacitor doesn't fit. I tried to make this hole larger, but this is the best I could do. Still, it doesn't fit. You see, this bin is big, so I'll make the bin smaller with a file. فين يا جماعة؟ Installed it, and now I've mounted it on board. Now let's try it and see.
في ناس تانية طبعا انا يعني الكلام كان دراسة انه
Now it is working alright.
دراسة بتقول معقول يا فراولة هتعزمي مامتك وجوزها على الغدا ب1,000,000 جنيه؟ ليه؟ هتاكليهم ايه دول؟ لا يا عبيط 1,000,000 جنيه ايه؟ بس يعني بعدين قوي فوق اللي هي كيكي اللي هي بوضة
Well, I've done the threading already. I didn't show how because there's another video about threading on my channel, so you can refer to it. And instead of wasting time showing you again how to thread, we need to find a replacement indicator because I'm afraid this indicator is broken. I'm afraid I don't have a replacement indicator, that's why I'm going to fix this one. Now I'm going to make the indicator out of this needle. I'll cut it from here. Then I'll use it. I'll use a strong adhesive. And I'll just cut a piece of plastic from here and attach it on the other side. And for the thread, I'm going to cut a little piece from here and attach it to the other side of the indicator. Let's see. I use adhesive for this piece of plastic, black piece of plastic, and for the indicator I use the needle. I use very strong adhesive. Okay. After replacing the variable capacitor, I'm supposed to adjust the AFs, okay, to a certain channel that I know at frequency. But I think it is already adjusted. No need for further adjustment.
فبدل الذين ظلموا قولا غير الذي قيل لهم أرض مفسدين وإذ قلتم
This is the best alignment possible. This is how I repaired the indicator. You see, this is a box steel. Well, you'll ask me now how I could know or predicted that the problem with the variable capacitor, not with a chemical capacitor or with a resistor. I will tell you why, because I'm afraid the mica substance is broken here, as you can see. I saw it. Okay, I saw it that the mica is broken here, and when I tested anyway, I was in great doubt that it was the capacitor. I was not 100% sure that it was the variable capacitor, but we can say that I was 70 or 80% sure that it was the variable capacitor that causes the channels not to come. Okay, and when I tested, I was dead sure, of course, it was the variable capacitor because it was shorted. Now I have a problem. This tip, this is for the handle. It is missing here, so I have to replace it with something else. Let me see what I'm going to do. Now it is time to restore it. We'll see it after I finish. Okay, I'll use my solution. You already know it because I made a video about it, how I compose it. Okay, and I said before that it doesn't really affect any electronic component. It doesn't make a short when it comes in contact with any electronic component. Anyway, because it contains kerosene. Anyway, I'll start by cleaning, then after that I'll come back to you. Okay, while cleaning, I'll talk to you about the variable capacitor. What happens if we reverse the FM with the AM? Of course, this is a one band radio, so no problem. There's no chance of reversing. But what if we do this in a two bands radio? What happens? Okay, how can we connect the variable capacitor when there is more than two bands, or when there is 4 bands or 6 bands? That's what we're going to know in our next video. Or to remove any access to group. Here is the final lock, and this is the handage we made. Okay, it is okay. Please don't forget subscribe, share and like. See you in a new video. Bye for now.